What's up everyone? Hope you're all good. So this is part 3 of the interview process that I've been doing really. The first one we did in a factory, in a sewing factory. The second one we did in the sewing factory, but it was more in like an office space and just showing how I would transform that. And now we are currently in the woods. There are people walking up and down and back and forth, and they are probably looking, so I'm probably gonna have to stop a few times because you're gonna hear them shouting for the dogs, which I'm gonna stop right now. So what I'm gonna do is just run you through the process and the setup that we've done. But first of all, the reason why we're here is because my friend Ben is doing something for charity. I'm not gonna go into too much detail with it right now, but he's doing stuff for charity, and I've decided to do an interview with him in this location, this spot. It just seemed very relevant for what is going on with the interview. So let's just go through everything. So I'm currently filming on the FX6, and I have one of the new Arles DZO film lenses. They are T1.4. I think I currently have it around T2.0. I then have the tilter matte box with the tilters 1/4 black mist Pro Mist filter on it. I then am using the Shinobi 2, Atomus Shinobi 2, brand new. That thing is incredible. That will be a different video at another time, just how thin it is and just how lightweight it is. Coming away from the Ninja to it is like a game changer for me personally. I'm then running the Hollyland Pyro S's into this right here. This is the Atomus Shogun. Using it as just a director's monitor for when we were doing Ben's interview really. I then have the FX30 as my B cam with a Tamron 28-75 lens. Was going to use the DZO Arles lenses for it, but I didn't have another PL to E-mount adapter for it. So we've just put on something with autofocus for now and just gone down that route. I am then using the Rode NTG 4 Plus as the boom mic. I feel like it's picking up the sound quite well. Obviously we've got the sound of the river, we've got the bird sounds, but a little bit of noise reduction, and that will get rid of all of that. As a rim light, hair light, we're actually using the sun, because the sun is positioned right up there. What I actually did for Ben's interview, which I'll put up now, I used basically a scrim, and that scrim just acted like a big diffusion for the sun. That just blocked everything out for that, so I didn't really need to have a light. I did have a Nanlite 500B shining through, just in case that sun did disappear behind the clouds or behind the trees, but I feel like it worked out okay. I'm thankful though for the matte box, because with the matte box we were able to bring the panel at the top down, because where the sun kept coming around, it was then blowing out so much light into the lens that it just flared way too much. So we brought the matte box down, that cut off that light, and that is the perfect example on why a matte box can be very, very useful when we know in the whole industry that, oh, if you just have a matte box on, it's because you can charge more and it makes it look cool, but there is actually a practical use for it. Not that you tend to need to use it too much. I've not really needed to use a matte box too much to its full advantage, but for this interview I did, just because the sun was so high and direct behind us. I then have, as my key light, I then have the Nanlite 300B with a lantern on, and that is just out of shot because I've got quite a wide shot, and that is just positioned on this side of my face. What I actually forgot to bring as well is like a black V-flat type of thing that I would have set up here just to then stop some of that light, and had more of a contrast on his face, but I feel like it worked out okay. As you can see, it's not too bad right now. And that's pretty much it really. Everything is run off like V-mount batteries, the cameras and the lights, which is another reason why I absolutely just love Nanlite, to be honest, and why I went with them, because you don't have to have anything plugged in. And we're able to do setups like this in the woods effectively. So yeah, I'm running the 2 cameras on Manfrotto tripods as well. I don't know what make they are, if I'm completely honest, but I'll show them anyway. And that is that for the third and probably final part. I might keep this going and just do part 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you never know, but for now I don't really have too many interviews coming up towards the end of the year, so that will be that for part 3. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you got a lot of information from it, and I'll catch you guys soon.